What's the deal, y'all? It's P Thuggin back at it again with another video, and I got some new content for y'all. But before we get into it, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that like button below, hit that subscribe button, and turn on my post notifications so that you don't miss out on any latest gossip or interesting topics on YouTube.
This is important.
This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Everything being presented in the video is meant to be enjoyed. It's not meant to be taken as factual evidence or legal advice. Here's a list of 10 rappers and singers who tragically passed away due to drug overdoses. I'll be giving you the details of their deaths and the aftermath of their passing. Number 1, Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD born Jared Anthony Higgins had been open about his struggles with drug addiction, often referring his use of substances like Percocet and lean, a mix of codeine and promethazine, in his music. His addiction was reportedly influenced by the pressures of fame and coping with personal struggles. On December 8, 2019, Juice WRLD was traveling on a private jet from Los Angeles to Chicago. Federal agents had been allegedly tipped off by the pilot before takeoff about the presence of illegal substance on the plane. Juice WRLD got the word that he may be in a bit of trouble, so Juice WRLD consumed several Percocet pills, possibly to hide them. Shortly before the search, when the jet landed at Chicago's Midway Airport, authorities searched the plane and found 70 pounds of marijuana, multiple bottles of prescription cough syrup, and firearms. The pills are likely what triggered a seizure. Juice WRLD suffered a seizure at the airport and was taken to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The Cook County Medical Examiner later ruled his death as accidental overdose caused by oxycodone and codeine toxicity. Juice WRLD's death sent shockwaves through the music industry. His breakout hit Lucid Dreams, along with tracks like All Girls Are the Same and Robbery, resonated with fans for their emotional depth and raw honesty about mental health and substance abuse. His passing sparked widespread discussions about addiction and the pressures young artists face. His family has since established the Live Free 999 Foundation, aiming to support young people struggling with addiction, anxiety, and depression. Juice WRLD's album, Legends Never Die, was released in 2020 and debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, further solidifying his impact on the music world. Number 2, Mac Miller. Mac Miller, Malcolm James McCormick, passed away on September 7, 2018, at the age of 26 due to an accidental overdose involving fentanyl, cocaine, and alcohol. He was found unresponsive in his home in Studio City, California by his assistant. According to medical records, he had consumed a lethal mix of substances, which caused mixed drug toxicity. His assistant reported that Miller had recently struggled with sobriety and had several slips shortly before his death. The coroner's report revealed Miller was found in a kneeling position on his bed with evidence of drug use scattered nearby. Paraphernalia included a rolled $20 bill with residue prescription medications and a small amount of white powder. His death occurred just a month after the release of his critically acclaimed album, Swimming, which dived deeply into his mental health and struggles. Miller had been open about his battle with substance abuse and mental health, which he addressed in his music and interviews. He described using drugs as a coping mechanism, particularly after his high-profile breakup with Ariana Grande earlier in that year. He had also been arrested for a DUI in May of 2018, an incident that drew attention to his ongoing personal challenges. Miller's passing was a shock to his fans and the music industry. His death highlighted the dangers of fentanyl and synthetic opioids that has caused numerous fatalities. Artists like John Mayer, Chance the Rapper, and Travis Scott honored him in a tribute concert, and his music gained even more appreciation. His album Circles, intended as a companion to Swimming, was completed and released after his death, showcasing his artistry and introspection. Number 3, Gustav R., also known as Lil Peep. Lil Peep passed away on November 15, 2017 from an accidental overdose of fentanyl and Xanax. His toxicology report also revealed the presence of other substances, including hydrocodone, hydromorphone, oxycodone, cocaine, and THC. The rapper had posted a video on Instagram hours before his death, claiming he had taken 6 Xanax pills, but was good. He was found unresponsive on his tour bus before a scheduled performance in Tucson, Arizona. Peep was open about his struggles with mental health and substance abuse. In the video posted before his death, he appeared to dismiss concerns about the quantity of drugs he was taking. His death brought attention to the risk of recreational use of prescription medications, especially when mixed with deadly substances like fentanyl. Known for blending emo rap, Lil Peep gained fame through his SoundCloud releases and debut studio album, Come Over When You're Sober Part 1, which included hits like Awful Things and Ben's Truck. After his death, his music saw a significant resurgence with releases such as Come Over When You're Sober Part 2. His passing also amplified discussions across the world in regards to addiction within the music industry among his fan base. The tragedy of Lil Peep's death highlighted dangers of drug culture in the music scene and became a cautionary tale, sparking controversy about fentanyl-laced substances and their devastating impact. Number 4, Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston died on February 11, 2012, at the age of 48. The official cause of death was accidental drowning, with contributing factors including the effect of chronic cocaine use and a heart disease. She was found submerged in a bathtub at the Beverly Hilton Hotel. Toxicology reports revealed cocaine and its metabolites in her system, which likely led to her losing consciousness and drowning. Other substances such as marijuana and Xanax and Benadryl were also found in her system, but not directly contribute to her death. Whitney had a long struggle with substance abuse, including cocaine, which severely damaged her health. Chronic cocaine use led to significant heart problems, including a 60% blockage in heart arteries. A sign of heavy use were evident, such as a perforated nasal septum. Witnesses reported seeing her drinking alcohol in the days leading up to her death, further complicating her already fragile health. She was prepping to attend a pre-Grammy party hosted by Clive Davis on the evenings of her death. Whitney Houston was an icon known for her powerful voice and hits like I Will Always Love You, Greatest Love of All, and I Want to Dance with Somebody. Her death shocked the world, drawing attention to the devastating impacts of addiction. In the aftermath, her daughter Bobby Christie Brown also struggled with addiction and tragically died in similar circumstances 3 years later. Houston's legacy endures through her timeless music and as a cautionary tale about the effects of substance abuse in the entertainment industry. Number 5, Prince. Prince died on April 21st, 2016 from an accidental overdose of fentanyl, a powerful synthetic opioid. The Midwest Medical Examiner's Office confirmed the overdose as self-administered, leading to fentanyl toxicity.
Bill, this is important.
He was found unresponsive in an elevator at his Paisley Park estate in Minnesota. Prince had been suffering from severe hip pain due to years of high-impact performances, including jumping off risers and high heels during concert. This pain reportedly began after he underwent hip replacement surgery in 2010. He started using prescription opioids like Percocet for pain management, which eventually contributed to dependency issues. Investigators discovered mislabeled pills containing fentanyl at his estate, indicating he may not have been aware of the drug potency. He had also reached out to an addiction specialist for help shortly before his death, but treatment was not initiated in time. The medical reports revealed a dangerously high concentration of fentanyl in his system. Pills found on site were labeled as other medications but contained fentanyl, suggesting counterfeit drugs were involved. His weight and height at the time of his death were recorded as 112 pounds and 5'2". Prince's passing shocked the music world, sparking discussion about opioid misuse and counterfeit drugs. Tributes poured in globally, and Paisley Park was later turned into a museum to honor his legacy. His estate, reportedly worth hundreds of millions, became the subject of legal dispute as he had no will. The tragedy highlighted the risk of opioid addiction, promoting increased awareness and calls for reform in prescription drug practices. Number 6, DMX. Earl Simmons, also known as DMX, passed away at the age of 50 on April 9th, 2021. After experiencing a heart attack triggered by acute cocaine intoxication, medical records revealed that cocaine-induced cardiac arrest led to a lack of blood circulation to his brain, causing significant brain damage. Despite being placed on life support, he was pronounced brain dead shortly after being admitted to White Plains Hospital in New York. The medical examiner confirmed no autopsy was conducted. Instead, the cause was determined through medical records and toxicology. DMX had a long history of substance abuse struggles, which he openly discussed throughout his career. On April 2nd, 2021, emergency responders were called to his home in New York, where they found him unresponsive. Paramedics performed CPR and transported him to the hospital. His condition was critical from the outset. Reports also indicated he tested positive for COVID during his hospitalization, which complicated his condition. DMX rose to his fame in the late 90s and early 2000s with his hits like Rough Riders, Anthem, Party Up in Here, and X Gon' Give It To You. His debut album, It's Dark and Hell Is Hot, 1998, solidified his place in hip-hop and his unique delivery and raw lyricism earning him immense respect. DMX passing sent shockwaves through the hip-hop community. Tributes poured in from fans and artists and public figures worldwide. His album was released shortly after his death, called Exodus, and served as a farewell to his legacy. Additionally, his family and peers have worked to honor his memory and raise awareness about addiction struggles. Number 7, Amy Winehouse. Amy Winehouse passed away on July 23, 2011 from alcohol poisoning. Her blood alcohol level was found to be more than 5 times the legal driving limit, which led to respiratory depression and ultimately her death. Despite having been sober from drugs like heroin and crack cocaine, she continued to struggle with alcohol abuse, which significantly contributed to her untimely death. Winehouse had a history of addiction, including crack cocaine and heroin, which worsened after her relationship with Blake Fielder Silva. Though she had undergone several stints in rehab, her alcohol use persisted. She had recently attempted a period of sobriety where her alcohol tolerance had decreased significantly, making her more vulnerable to intoxication. Some of Amy's most iconic tracks include Rehab, Back to Black, and You Know I'm No Good. Her album Back to Black earned her international acclaim and multiple Grammy Awards. Amy's death had a massive cultural impact, making her an icon of both music and the struggles of addiction. Her family, included her father, Mitch Winehouse, established the Amy Winehouse Foundation to help young people with addiction. A biographical film titled Back to Black is also slated to explore her life and legacy in 2024.
Bill, this is important.
Sitting at number 8, Pimp C. Pimp C, one half of the iconic Southern rap duo UGK, Underground Kings, passed away on December 4, 2007, at the age of 33. He was found unresponsive in his hotel room at the Modarian Hotel in West Hollywood, California. His death was ruled accidental and caused by lethal combination of prescription strength cough syrup containing codeine and promethazine, and complications from sleep apnea, a condition that disrupts breathing during sleep. The combination of the medication, which suppresses respiratory function, and his pre-existing sleep apnea proved fatal. Pimp C has also been known for his distinctive sound and influence in Southern hip-hop. He and his UGK partner Bun B gained widespread fame with his hits like Big Pimpin' with Jay-Z and International Players Anthem I Choose You, featuring Outkast, which became their hallmark track shortly before his death. Their self-titled album Underground Kings debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 in 2007, further solidifying their legacy. Following his death, Pimp C's passing highlights the dangers of cough syrup misuse, commonly associated with syrup culture in Southern rap. His death, along with those other prominent Texas artists like DJ Screw and Big Mo, drew attention to the broader issue of prescription drug abuse within the hip-hop community. Tributes poured out, and his contribution to music was celebrated as foundational to Southern's rap rise to prominence. Sitting at number 9 is Tom Petty. Tom Petty, the legendary frontman of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, passed away on October 2nd, 2017, at age of 66 due to an accidental drug overdose. His autopsy revealed that the cause was multi-system organ failure, and it was due to mixed drug toxicity. The toxicology report identified a combination of medications including fentanyl, oxycodone, Xanax, Ristorol, and Celix. Petty had several health issues, including amnesia, knee problems, and a fractured hip that worsened during his band's 40th anniversary tour. Despite being in severe pain, he was determined to finish the tour, performing over 50 shows. On the day of his death, doctors informed him that his hip injury had progressed to a full break, likely leading to his increased use of painkillers. His family emphasized that the overdose was accidental and hoped his passing would spark dialogue about opiate crisis. Petty's death highlighted the dangers of pain medication dependency, particularly among those with legitimate medical conditions. His passing deeply affected fans and fellow musicians, with many tributes pouring out in his honor. His influence on rock music. Tom Petty's legacy endures through his extensive catalog, which includes hits like Free Fallin', American Girl, and I Won't Be Back Down. Number 10, Chris Cross. Chris Kelly, known as Mac Daddy of the 90s, rap duo Chris Cross, died on May 1st, 2013 due to a drug overdose. The combination of heroin and cocaine, known as a speedball, was found in his system. Kelly had a history of substance abuse, which contributed to his death at the age of 34. His mother revealed that he had used drugs the night before his death and had struggled with addiction issues in the past. The toxicology report confirmed a mix of drugs in Kelly's body, including heroin, cocaine, alcohol, prescription painkillers, and Valium. The lethal combination led to his tragic passing. His hit songs, like Chris Cross, became famous for his hit song Jump, which topped the Billboard Hot 100 in 1992. Their debut album, Totally Crossed Out, also included his hit like Warm It Up. Kelly's death sent shockwaves through the music industry. His former collaborating partner, Jermaine Dupri, paid tribute to him, describing him as a talented and kind individual. Chris Cross' legacy is remembered through their iconic style and contribution to the early 90s hip-hop. Anyways, you guys, I really do apologize for all the slip-ups. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm literally doing this the best I can. The next video is going to be better than this one. I'm just working as I can, and I'm going and I'm doing as best as I can to keep you guys filled in with new content. I don't want to keep, filling you guys in with things you guys aren't interested in. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informational. I hope you can get details on each person that I named today and the 10 rappers and singers that passed away due to overdose. My prayers go out to their family, and, my condolences to anybody that lost their lives due to drug overdose. Anyways, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You know the deal. I'm always coming with the good content and good videos. If not, I'm working on it. Anyways, you know the deal. I'm out.